Refusers, Clark with Refusing to Settle, and I'm often asked why keep a journal. And in this video, I thought we'd bring back something we used to talk about all the time, but for some reason we stopped doing it. I don't know, we just got preoccupied. But you've been asking, the journal, Ultimate Guide to Keeping a Journal series on here. I'll link it in the description below. This is the #1 tool, I've said it for years, that you can really keep to change your life. And the analogy I use is, how would it work if we went to the gym every single day? Okay, you worked out really hard, you did all the right exercises, but you ate at McDonald's, or you didn't eat anything, or your nutrition was garbage. You probably wouldn't get the right results, right? So it's the exact same thing with journaling. We have all this information out there, whether it be seminars you go to, live events, the books you read, YouTube videos, but we don't have anywhere to apply it. So this is kind of the diet, and all that other stuff is the exercise. I wanted to start the video off with that frame for you. So in this video, I'm talking to the beginners, okay? The people who've never kept a journal, they don't know why it's important, or maybe they just, I don't know if journaling can get stressful, but a lot of people are OCD with this, and they think they have to do it the right way. And we want to dispel a lot of myths. The first one being that this is not a diary. Okay, this is not your sister's diary from back in the day with pink sparkles. It's a very manly journal, by the way. And it's really, really good benefits for you and your growth. The second myth is that you don't have to do this every day, okay? You don't. You can do this whenever you want, and in a little bit I'll show you how to set it up and get started as a beginner. This is a place you go to for inspiration, not a place you go to from obligation, okay? You want to be inspired every single time with this, and if you do it the right way, like I'll show you in this video, and you just kind of add to it, it's a really fun process for growth. The last kind of sales pitch, if I can convince you on why this is important and you should do it, you know, I've been doing this since 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then 19, the specific method. I actually did this much longer, but time and time again, I go back through and I'm flipping through, and I'll show you in a bit, and I'm getting lessons from myself in 2014, 15, 16, 17, 2013, and I realized that this is a cool way that you can coach yourself, okay? This is the coolest way to become your own coach. You know, I pay $25,000 a year for coaching, about to invest $15,000 more. I hundreds of thousands of dollars in events and coaching and tickets and planes. Guys, this thing still trumps it all, and it's free, or $7 or $8. All you have to do is do it. So this is something you can use to keep you on track. This is something that you can go back to, get insights so you don't lose them. And this is something that I think if you're new to journaling, you'll absolutely love this method. If you like this video, please drop a comment with your biggest journaling tip down below before we get going, and hit the thumbs up. That's all we ask for this video. It helps us out in the YouTube algorithm and reaching more people. How to keep a journal, point #1. The first thing is you need a journal. Rocket science, right? I like this. This is a Pentalic sketchbook. It's an 8.5 by 11. I'll link it up in the description if you're interested. It's an affiliate link, but you don't need to buy through there. Or you can go to Amazon, just Google Pentalic sketchbook. I think we rank this like one of the best. And the reason I like this is because there's no lines on it. Okay, and oftentimes I find when there's lines, I have bad conditioning from when I was in school. So it makes me feel like I'm doing an assignment, right? I don't know if you can relate to that. So when it's a sketchbook and it's completely blank, I love that because you can write anywhere, you can do whatever you want with it, and I feel like it's more minimalist. Hardbound. I love that this is hardbound because I carry this with me everywhere. That's another great tip for you, that this journal should become the best book you ever read, all right? Because all your insights for a year are in here, and then you swap it out every single year. I'll also link down the Ultimate Guide to Keeping a Journal playlist where we actually show you way more in depth how to do this. Third, if you really want to geek out, I got some gear on pens. I don't use anything fancy, no $100 pens. In fact, I'm getting a little geeky here. I just keep this mason jar of pens by my desk, and I like these ones. These are the Papermate ones. They're nice. But my all-time favorites, guys, who knew we'd be doing a little arts and crafts with Clark? These guys. These are the Pilot G2s. You can find me at Joann Fabrics on a Friday night. One for good luck. The next point, I like to take your journal, okay? Because you're probably thinking right now, all right, so I get the journal, I get the pens, now what do? I like to take your journal and break it up. Because look at that, that's like 200 sheets right there. You're probably not gonna fill that all up. Remember, this is not a diary. You're not writing in complete sentences. You're not going in depth every single thing. Take your journal and divide it into 6 or 7 mini sections, guys. Now, this is what we call the 6-in-1 journaling method, okay? Because you probably have a lot of areas that you want to write about or track, and we'll get into that in a bit here. Let's just say you run a business like myself and you have all these different tasks. Okay, well that's one section, so I can go there and I know all my business notes are organized right there. Maybe you have to-do lists, and instead of writing them on a sheet of paper or keeping them in your phone, you just have a section, which is new for me this year, and every single week it's a new to-do list right under the last one, so your tasks, if you don't get them done, carry over. Now, what do these sections look like? Let me give you a quick example. So if you flip to the first one, I just write course and student masterminds. Okay, so these are all the mastermind events I go to. The notes I got from my mastermind. So you can see that you can flip through and go back to that event just like this. Here's another example. So I do funnels in internet marketing. I'm very involved in that. You've seen some videos on passive income. So anything I learn about funnels and internet marketing go in this section. If you guys really want to get stressed out, here's an example of when I was creating a little mini ClickFunnels course. And I put it all on one page, and I put how the funnel would go and everything like that. Then you just go and you build it. One section you might consider is freedom. This is kind of a free write section where anything goes, or miscellaneous, you can put that in there as well. You see how this works? Journaling is so cool, and I never thought I'd be the 20-something-year-old dude on YouTube talking about it, but the more I get into this business space, the more I realize the need for keeping a journal. No matter what you do, if you want to better yourself, guys, just trust me on this. Keep a journal for 1 year and your life will change. I get emails daily with people saying that this was the best method they used. We have thousands of students in our My Best Journal course. This is not a plug for it, but you can join it if you want. We have a tight-knit community on the Facebook group, people posting all their journals, getting all their insights. This is not a support group. This is not where you go and talk about anxiety and depression and all that stuff. No. The last point for beginners, how to journal, is I would recommend a couple trackers. Now, here's the difference. There's sections in your journal, the 6-in-1 method, that are more taking notes, right? And they're more distilling it down, they're more implementing. But then there's sections where you can actually keep track of a lot of things, such as your goals, such as your to-do list, like we mentioned, such as quotes or anything like that, big ideas, big 1% lessons you learned this year. These trackers are specific, and I'll show you a few right now. So you see here I have 2 pages, and there's 4 sections. I just put a line in the middle. It's very fancy. Each one of these is a weekly to-do list with your most important tasks. So you'll have 52 of these squares by the end of the year. Warning, this does look messy. Here's an example now. Boom. Look at that. I promise this is a lot more organized and it's fun. Guys, there is no real magic here. You just write your week number, so week 11, the date, and then the GSD for it. Then I just divide this up into a few big sections, like one is coaching, one is YouTube, one is my team, and you check off the most important tasks. If you like this, I'll make a much longer video. Let me know if that's interesting. You get the idea. That's one example of a tracker. I'll show you another example. Here's the 2018 journal. Boom. Here are the goals for 2018. So these were some big goals that I wanted to hit. I did hit a lot of them, but you can divide them up. If you've seen our goal setting workshop videos, you should. It'll make more sense, but 3 areas. So like business, self-development, and fun. And then you can check them off as well. But the ones that are most important, you want to revisit them and see them every day. Your journal is how you do that. Now, the last tracker I'll show you are just big metrics. So here I have YouTube subscribers. So I was doing it every 10,000 while I was growing that channel. And here I have email signups. I was doing this every 1,000 as I was growing this email list. So whatever this is to you, maybe this is your body, maybe this is weight, maybe this is a log, and then you can make a page and track stuff. So that is how to effectively start a journal for beginners. Hey, did you like this video? Are you still watching right now? If so, do me a favor, hit that little thumbs up, helps us out. And don't forget to drop your #1 journaling tip in the comments below and read some of those as well. Engage in the comments. I try to respond to as many of you as possible. Follow me on Instagram for the behind the scenes stuff. It's just @ClarkKegley. Post way more over there on the daily, so if you can't get your daily fix of cringe humor, I got you covered. If you like this video, go watch our playlist on the ultimate guide to keeping a journal. Guys, you can spend an hour or 2 and really learn this method in all those videos. I think we have 5 now. We do that every Christmas. It's my little gift to you. Break it down, 30-minute, 40-minute video, however long it is. in depth on how to do this. I'll link it in the description below. If you really want to take things to the next level, the My Best Journal course, we've been selling that for years, have thousands of students going through that, getting tons of results, and just really using journaling, a simple tool to improve their life. Would love to have you in there. That's mybestjournal.com. You can enroll now. Thanks so much for being on this channel, Refusers. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stop settling, start living. See ya.